It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Eagles and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players, throwing for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. But the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Davis is in his 7th season of a productive career and averaged almost 17 yards a catch last season. The Jets, they're hoping he can continue to be a big part of their passing game, and he gets them a first down here.
Rodgers now on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 51 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender,
He really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now a 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On the return is Ward. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Oh, the option to give to Swift here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
You don't confuse Franklin Myers with the all-pros of the Jets defense, but don't underestimate his role on the team. Dependable, big body, and a little pass rush chops too. 11 sacks over the last 2 seasons.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. A little juke. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And New York set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he returns this to the 22. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Rodgers again now. Completes it to Hardman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And for Aaron Rodgers, that last throw, a big one. He goes over 60,000 passing yards for his great career, something only 8 others have done before. A very cool moment, and congratulations to him on what has been an exceptional career. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Another sack in the Josh Sweat total. Even after he surprised many for the Pro Bowl season 2021, I'm still not sure how many people knew that much about him entering that campaign. They certainly do now, after he built upon that prior season with a career-high 11 sacks in 2022.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Hurts going to keep it running right. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
Holding offense.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. That's on Lane Johnson, the former top 5 pick. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. A solid stiff arm. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Steps away to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down by 4, and time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Jets use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This definitely 4th down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That's complete. It's caught. And he'll have a 1st down as he's able to work his way out of bounds with 14 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers. To the sideline and incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle. And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss. Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity.
hoping they can find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.